Friends, I think I'm gonna have to go into expander discs. I don't want to, but we are in October, and let's get planning for the week of September 29th through the 5th in my catch-all planner. Okay, so there's one thing I actually want to go backwards and do. Actually, two things. One, I need to add a dot for this book here. And also, it's not a quart of Rage and Ruin, it's a quart of Wings and Ruin. I know, I'm sorry. And it's been wonderful. I don't know if I'm going to finish it in time. I've got 3 days left. But we shall see. Be nice if I could. And I'm so close. But let's go ahead and do an orange one. So we know for sure I have read 3 books. It's funny, all of these were audiobooks. But that happens sometimes, but we'll see. We'll see if I can finish this one. Did I do you an erasable? I did not. Of course not. Why would I? Silly. And then the other thing I want to do is actually the September in review, because there's a couple things I want to write in there. You haven't seen my goals planner yet, you will, but let's go ahead and take care of this. Health, I'm actually going to start with that first. So reading, we know it's going to be at least 3. I am using my erasable pen. Could be 4. Pardon me. The dogs are here. 3 audios are for sure. So that's good. And then in health, mile walk. I almost made every day. Like I said, I'm filming this on the 28th, so I technically have 2 days left, but I think I've only missed like 2 or 3 days so far, which I think is really good. And then my teacher trainer goal, I successfully submitted, meaning they still have to go over it. I haven't been accepted, and I might not be accepted, and that's okay, but I successfully submitted conference proposal. And I'm done with DVD notes 1 through 4. I still have 5 to do, which is why I move back over here looking forward. Finish DVD number 5. Notes. That's important. That's got to get done. Health wise, I'm going to try and get back and doing my tonal, especially because the sun's going down a whole lot sooner. So we're going to do workouts. And some of this has to do with a big goal for October in my Happiness Project book or journal that you haven't seen yet. Time tracking or monitoring. How am I using my time? And so tonal workout. So this is the health one. So that's teacher trainer. Let's do health. The other thing I want to focus on is still maintaining that more veggies. Monitor. I like the term monitor. That came up in the Better Than Before book, audiobook by Gretchen Rubens. So monitor food. Basically, I took the B6 Archer and Olive journal I got in one of the sub boxes, and I just sit down and I write what I eat for the day. I put it in my Fitness Pal as well, where that gives me all of the nutritional stuff, but I just find even the act of having to write it down and be accountable for what I am eating has been helpful. So health, that's the Happiness Project. And then I would really like to get 4 books done in October, but really, hang on. Happiness Project there, and also organize at home and at school. It's the other happiness project goal that I have. So those are going to be the 4 looking forward. You can always add little bits here if you wanted to. Now, on to the big show. Yeah, the big show in more ways than one. Both Sharpie and Jules were playing so hard while I was filming that it was getting ridiculous. So, and then I started making really silly mistakes. So I was like, you know what? We're just gonna voice over. It's gonna be a whole lot easier. So this is my week in review page, and I'm using floral stickers from Live Love Posh's Jewel Tone book. So I don't know if this one's still available or not. I have links back on YouTube, which is great. So I will try and make sure that I put a link in the description, at least to Live Love Posh's shop. I am not an affiliate. I don't have affiliate links. I'm not that cool. At least not right now. So there you go. And I just love how this kind of came out. I used a little more of the side floral deal, and yeah, it's coming out really good. One of the things I've been really enjoying the last few weeks, almost said few months, few weeks, is showing you my thought process in planning. And these Lights Planner Action inserts are great for that. But now I'm really starting to yearn for the hourly layout that I'll be using come January. And that's a big focus I have for the month of October is time tracking or time monitoring. You're going to see that as I set up this weekly. Very few stickers. I still use stickers, but very few. And a lot of it is more of a tracking where my time is going. I don't know how well I'm going to do this, but it's something I'm interested in, mostly so that I don't feel so overwhelmed, which has been better the last few weeks that I've started time blocking. I don't feel overwhelmed, and I feel like I can take time for myself. That's kind of a big focus for me. I've had a few ahas over the month of September when I started time blocking, and now it's like, okay, well then let's really buckle down and see, is it that I really don't have time? Is it that I really am fatigued? What is some info I can get back from this experiment in October? I have been enjoying decorating the sidebar and having that, you know, I just said, there's not that many stickers in this spread. And then you look at that sidebar and it's like, Holly, it's a ton of stickers. Yes, the sidebar I've been very decorative with. That's kind of been my main decoration. But when you see the rest of like the week itself, I use 2 of these oval stickers to mark off 2 meetings that I have. And I'm pretty sure that's it on the actual like meat and potatoes part of the weekly spread. Everything else I'm going to use Tombos or mild liners to kind of make my own hourly layout. I get better at this as I keep drawing. I'm like, oh, if I position the pen this way, I can make the lines thicker. It's probably why I have a hard time with hand lettering. But there you go. That's why practice equals progress. I do like the pattern that I went with the colors though. This like very fall gold and the purple. Yeah, it's good stuff for October. So as I'm finishing all of this fun stuff up, I will add my dinner plans as well as my lunch and breakfast plans. I still like using that to-do section and note section for that. I'm really working on tracking my meals and my food. Again, that whole monitoring just to be aware. And then I'm going to add another floral and a nice little quote for the bottom, and we're going to call it good, friends. So if you like this video and if you enjoyed the process with me, please give it a like. Subscribe if you want to come back and see some more. And I will catch you all in the next one.